live from SoFi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Stafford. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. And the Rams at 0-5. Just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
Stafford on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford, and the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring it back to the 40-yard line. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
It's sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run here with Akers.
That's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Again, it'll be Akers. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They snap it to Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. after the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Going right back to Akers. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, they're playing.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams are going offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Stafford going to give this to Akers, and he'll go down at the 28. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Double right. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Tavon Austin now from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, they were down 6 in intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mayfield off the play fake. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On third down, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Mayfield now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Play fake. Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mayfield on play action. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Being chased out left. And incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have him looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the counter, this is Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And Gay knocks this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Here's Stafford. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee from 8 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe, because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think
the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
First down, Carolina.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's complete to McCaffrey. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give, running right is Akers. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here's Baker. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mayfield to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jackrabbit Jenkins. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing here, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
That's good.
On first down at Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles.